Pablo. Ayan. Of course, Pablo, how do you manage or draw the line between putting up into your creative process to that of having a correct grammar? I ask this because recently your tweet went viral between one of the lyrics dun sa Visa, yung Rin and Din. Ikaw as a songwriter and an artist yourself, how do you compromise on that?
Okay. Pero po siguro, just like in music theory, although I'm not really well versed in music theory, merong rules. So you try to learn all the rules for you to be able to bend it. Kasi po ako, kapag nagsusulat ako, mahalaga rin sa akin yung performance. If it sounds good sa paper, pero hindi siya madalas pakinggan kapag kinakanta ko, it needs revision. So, doon po pumapasok yung creativity ng mga songwriters, artists alike. Pagdating sa kung paano nila mapapaganda yung tunog ng mga artists, ng mga nakanta nila. So, ayun po, effective po kasi siya eh. For you to be able to be heard, kailangan maganda yung material from you. So, yun, mahalaga sa songwriting, diba? Hindi lang ang mensahe. It's the whole thing. Lahat na recados, lahat ito compliment para maibigay yung mensahe ng kanta. So, yun talaga yung pinupunto ko doon. It's not to like ridicule or maybe, you know, it's not coming from a very negative position. Pero gusto ko lang talaga i-share kung ano yung nalalaman ko pagdating sa kung paano ko sinusulat yung mga awit na ginagawa ng
Yes. And sometimes just like in poetry, songwriting, you have to break rules din naman. You don't have to follow correct grammar per se. And congratulations, Pablo.
If I'm, siguro po may context din. If I'm writing a song na conversational, I let the writing breathe. Kumbaga, very chill writing. Kumbaga, doon marami talagang bending. If it's a ballad or a poetic one, mas heavy words yung ginagamit ko. Mas leaning towards mga rules talaga. Siguro, ganun po yung workaround ko pagdating sa paggawa ng mga kanta.